This story begins in 18th century Australia. We see a girl who is trying to console a crying child. Suddenly someone calls out to her and she leaves. Now a woman standing far away who was watching all this comes forward and picks up the child in her lap. Slowly the child becomes quiet, and this woman then takes off a rosary from her neck and puts it around the child's neck. She then takes the child to a waterfall. Suddenly she does not know what happened, and without any reason she throws the child down the waterfall, which was quite shocking. After doing this, she goes straight to the church. She confesses her crime and says that I have made a big mistake. Then very soon we get the news that the woman has been punished for her deed, which was death, and that too very brutally. We see her dead body in the forest, which was tied to a chair and was lying down, and her head is imprisoned in a cage. Then an unknown man comes there who cuts the woman's finger and keeps it in a cloth. After this, we see the main character of the story, whose name was Agis. Agis is a poor farmer who lived with her brother and mom. She is 17 years old and today is her wedding, because of which she was looking happy. Now Agis, her brother and mom, all three of them are going to another village by keeping their luggage in a goods train. All this was happening for her future husband. When these people reached her house, they came to know that the wedding preparations are in full swing. The man Agis was getting married to is named Wolf. The villagers happily lift Agis in their hands, which also made her very happy. Now Wolf's mom makes Agis wear an apron, after which a doll like a child is given in her hand. Seeing this, everyone including Agis looks very happy. Actually, by doing this, an attempt was being made to explain to her that after marriage she should become a good wife. She should be able to do all the work of her house. Also, she will get another responsibility, which will be of her child when she becomes a mother. Well, they both get married, and when people were celebrating by dancing and singing, Wolf tells Agis to come with me, I will show you something special. He wanted to surprise her. He blindfolds her and brings her to a new house. Seeing this, Agis says in surprise, but I thought I would live with your mother. Wolf replies that my brother will get that house, because of which I bought this house with my savings and some loan. Agnes gets very worried after hearing this. She immediately says that you have taken money on loan. But why? And now how will you repay this loan? Wolf smiles and replies that you don't worry, this is my job. Everything will be fine. On the other side, it was evening from morning. The villagers are still dancing. Also, they are drunk due to drinking too much alcohol. Agis sees that Wolf is also fully drunk and is talking to his friend. After some time, Agis's family also decides to go back. Her brother gives Agis a gift wrapped in a cloth. As she opens it, it is the severed finger of the woman who was sentenced to death in front of everyone. Her brother says that this is a kind of key to luck for you. You will live well with your husband, and very soon you will also get the good news of becoming a mother. Hearing this, Agis becomes very happy, and both the brother and sister hug each other. They said that we will miss each other a lot. Then when Agis comes to her new house, she kisses the same finger and then puts it under the bed with the hope that her husband will live with her lovingly and they will have a child soon. But even tonight, he pushes her away from himself. This breaks Agis's heart and she comes out in the dark and starts crying. The next morning, Agnes goes to the church, and after seeing the statue of Jesus with a baby, she prays to God for a child. Agnes and Wolf's mother go to the pond to wash clothes. Just then, a woman who is going to become a mother arrives there. This woman was also a worker in Wolf's house. She soon becomes friendly with Agnes. Then both of them go to the forest to rest. But they fall asleep there. When Agnes woke up, she realized that she had been sleeping for a long time. That woman had also left from there. That is why Agnes also got up quickly and went towards the house. Reaching there, she saw that Wolf's mother was cooking food. She asks, "Can I help you?" Wolf's mother refuses angrily and asks where she was till now. Agnes replies that she went to the church. On this, Wolf's mother taunts her and says that you can certainly pray as much as you want, but God never supports that woman who does not take care of her husband and does not cook food for him on time. Wolf's mom also says that it is very bad that you have kept this plant. It is dirty. The whole house looks dirty because of it. It would be better to throw it away. Now Agnes feels very bad due to his behavior. She asks Wolf, "Will your mother come every day?" He replied, "I don't know." Agnes again asks, "Does she hate me?" On this, Wolf explains that it is not like that. My mother is just a little strict and anger is in our blood. Well, even tonight, Wolf goes to sleep without talking to Agnes, due to which she becomes very sad. She thinks, what should I do so that my husband takes interest in me? She goes to an old room behind the house where she had made her shrine. That is a place of worship. She prays to God. Then a butterfly comes and sits on her face. Agnes becomes happy considering it a ray of hope for herself. Then the next morning she wakes up early so that she can catch fish before everyone comes. But the poor girl is not able to catch even a single fish. On the contrary, she gets stuck in the mud and is unable to get out of it. Then Wolf arrives there with his workers, who get worried after seeing her agonist like this. He says that you should not have come here because this mud is very dangerous. Many people have also died here by drowning. On this, Agonist says that I am just taking revenge for my mistake of not cooking food yesterday. Wolf immediately takes her out so that the fish do not run away from fear. At night, someone knocks at Wolf's door and he is told that something very bad has happened to your friend. That is why he immediately goes out to see. Then Agonist also hears the sound of a woman's screams in the neighborhood, which makes her tremble. She takes the light and goes to the neighbor's house to check what has happened. Reaching there, she saw that many people had gathered outside Wolf's friend's house. Because Wolf's friend hanged himself and took his own life. That man came to take his dead body and his mother was crying and pleading with the men that please do not take him away. But no one listens to her. They put his body on a carriage and take it away from there. Seeing all this, Agnes got very scared. She returned home in peace. She started praying that she should always be saved from all evil. The next day the father came there. He said that the body of Wolf's friend should not be buried, because taking one's own life is a big sin. In the beginning, the woman who threw the child from the waterfall was her own child, but she had confessed her crime, so she was still almost forgiven. She was still given a painful death. But because she had confessed her crime, her soul will go to heaven, and Wolf's friend committed such a big crime by taking his own life that his soul got lost, and it will definitely go to hell. After coming out of the church, Agnes saw that the body of Wolf's friend was thrown in the garbage to rot along with the bodies of other criminals. The next day when Agnes was working in the fields, she had a female problem because of which the poor girl started crying in desperation because she had prayed to become a mother. In the afternoon when Agnes was distributing rotis, her pregnant friend said, "Please give me one more because I am eating for 2 lives, for myself and the child to be born." But because Wolf's mother was present there, Agnes had to refuse. To trouble her further, her mother-in-law said, "Don't worry about her food. She should be thankful that she is employed here." Hearing this, Agnes felt very bad. She was very angry. That is why while returning home, she injured herself with thorny plants. That is why when she was not satisfied, she started scratching her tongue with a thorny branch to give herself more pain. That is why she started bleeding a lot, and this scene was very heart-wrenching. After doing this, she lies down with the headless woman's body kept there and rests there for some time.
At night when August did not reach home, she complains to Wolf's mouse that, "Look, your wife has not come home yet. I'm very worried about that girl. Neither does she come home on time, nor does she cook properly, nor does she do any work properly, neither does she take care of you, and nor is she giving birth to a child." Hearing this, Wolf says, "Mother, now calm down and give some more time to August. She will do everything." His mother says, "You have also made a mistake. You should marry a girl from this village who would do all these works and also give birth to your children." Now those people were unaware that August was standing outside and listening to all their conversation. She starts crying sadly. She thinks in her heart that how should I tell Wolf's mother that the child is not born? It is not my fault for being born, but it is their son's. Well, now instead of returning home, she goes to the dead body of the same beheaded woman. To lighten her mind, she keeps singing songs to her the whole night. The next morning, instead of going to Wolf's house, she goes to her old mother's house, where she sees her mother and brother from the window who are comfortably sitting and having breakfast. After some time, her brother comes to the stable, where he sees August sleeping. Her mother also comes. Agnes tells them that, "I cannot live in my husband's house. I feel scared there." On this, her mother said that, "Son, that is your house. I also cannot keep you with me. Yes, but whenever you have any trouble or you're upset, I will immediately come to meet you." That is why she sits near the house in despair. Wolf comes here in the afternoon. He tells August to get up and come home with him. But when August refuses to do this, he forcibly picks her up with the help of her brother and brings her to his house. August refuses to do all the household chores. Seeing her condition, it seemed as if she was broken from inside. She either slept or kept praying the whole day. Her mother-in-law angrily tells her to stop this drama and get well. But August, who had no hope of living anymore, did not give any reply. Wolf's mother started changing her clothes so that she could take her to the doctor. Then in anger, she snatched the clothes and wore them herself. Then after getting a checkup, she started going towards home alone. Then she found an unknown little child on the way, seeing whom she became very happy. She immediately picked him up in her lap. She thought that her prayers have been answered and this is a gift for her from God. She brought him home, but Wolf's mother got very angry. She said that you should leave this child back at the same place from where you brought her. His parents must be looking for him. Now the poor guy had no choice but to agree. That is why she left the child there. She was sure that his parents would definitely come. Then coming home, she prayed a lot for the child. As soon as the night came, Wolf was busy having fun and drinking alcohol with the villagers. He did not care at all about his wife, who was lying on her bed drowned in depression. Once again she took out her cut finger. She licked its blood and started praying to God. Now after some time she fell down trembling and started seeing such thoughts which had nothing to do with reality. Then as soon as she closed her eyes, she saw a thought. She dug the soil. She found her dead body buried in the ground, from which she understood that I have been buried. Then suddenly her eyes opened. She saw Wolf standing there holding her neck. He is fed up and he does not understand what to do with August now. Then controlling his anger, he goes out of the room. Now after a long time he comes back. Seeing August's condition, he thinks that he should take him to the doctor again. But August tells him that there is no need for this, because my time has come. You just call the father or the priest so that I can confess my crime. Hearing this, Wolf gets very upset and immediately leaves from there. After some time he comes back. He tells August that the father is not at home and now he will meet him tomorrow only. August starts worrying that what if I die without confessing my crime and my soul goes to hell. She tells the truth that yes, I have eaten rat poison. Hearing this, Wolf gets very scared and forces her to do it. Luckily, he removes the poison from inside her at the right time. After some time, Wolf's mother comes there. She sees that August is alive but has become very weak. That is why she helps Agnes and dresses her up, and Wolf picks her up and takes her to her mother's house. He tells Agnes's mother, his mother-in-law, that she has eaten rat poison and I believe that she is possessed by some devil. I think it is necessary for her to stay peacefully at her mother's house instead of being forced to stay in my house. After which he bids goodbye to his wife and leaves from there. The next morning we see that Agnes is better than before and cleans her room. Then she gets ready and bids goodbye to her family members and leaves the house. She reached the forest where she saw a group of children who were playing. She asks a child, "Can you tell me about the shrine here? I will give you money." The child agreed to this, and when both of them reached the shrine, Agnes tells him to also pray with me. The child agreed and both of them went to the shrine. They go inside the temple and start praying, but suddenly Agnes stabs the boy in the neck, due to which he gets injured and falls down. Agnes catches him. The child pleads, "Please don't kill me." But she kills him by stabbing him with the knife many times. Then looking at his dead body, she says, "Now you will not commit a crime. You are a child too, so you become an angel in the eyes of God." Then she goes to the church. The next day she talks about meeting the father. At night she cuts her hair, and the next day she starts confessing all her crimes in front of the father, that first of all I could not make my husband happy. Then I thought wrong about my mother-in-law. I could not even take care of the animals in the stable and brought trouble to my in-laws by not doing any work properly. Further she says, I tried a lot to become a good wife, but I failed, and I ate rat poison thinking that no one can help me. Apart from these, I committed another big crime. I killed a child. I did this so that maybe that child will not commit a crime and my soul will also get peace. While telling all this, August was crying, and now she begs God to please don't send me to hell. I'm asking for forgiveness, so please accept it. After listening to her whole story, the father decides to purify her sins. He tells August that God has forgiven you. Hearing this, August feels very relieved. She starts laughing and crying at the same time, as if a huge burden has been lifted from her heart. Then the next day, people also put pictures of her crimes on trees, like they used to do earlier also. August is then made to wear animal skin and is put on a ray and taken around the whole village. Then they bring her to the place where she is to be killed. She is made to sit on a chair and a mask is put on her face. Wolf was also among these people, who looks very sad. He was crying. While confessing this, August starts singing a slow soothing song, after which her head was cut off. Now the mood of the people standing there suddenly changed.
They all started to be happy. Then the blood coming out of Agassiz' neck was collected in a bucket and people started paying money to fill their cups and glasses so that they could drink it. Because they believed that he had confessed his crimes. His prayers and forgiveness were accepted. That is why his blood is pure, holy, and his blood will bring happiness and good luck in their lives. Now the villagers started dancing in joy, while Agassiz' head was hung on a tree. And with the end of Agassiz' story, this film also ended here.